thank you for joining me for a 75-minute Ghosh Flow yoga class. We're going to follow the sequence of 26 and 2 yoga and add in optional variations from the Bishnu Ghosh lineage of yoga that Bikram took the 26 and 2 sequence from. We will also add some optional sun salutes. Keep in mind, it's all optional. It's all for fun. If something does not work for you today, remember that you can modify posture. You can do something else. You can skip it entirely. This class is designed to be fun, fun, fun. Yoga can be challenging at times, and that's okay. You're never going to a point of pain, a point where you could cause harm to yourself or others. We're going to start with 2 sets of pranayama standing deep breathing. Bring your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate. Meditate and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA sound. Head back. Arms forward. Elbows touch. Good. Inhale. Elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep. Full lungs. Exhale. Head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose, down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide, like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Elbows touch away from your body. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Thighs contracted, glutes contracted, stomach in. Exhale, head up, lock your legs. Weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward, pull the abdomen in, lift the chest up, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the elbows lifted, bring the chin down, shoulders down, neck in line with the rest of your spine, look straight ahead. Exhale, head up, use your knuckles to push your head back, draw an arc along the ceiling, look back, palms, wrists, forearms, elbows together. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. Last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push and squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your fingers, switch the grip. Other thumb, pinky finger on top, bring your knuckles underneath your chin. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly push your head back, stretch your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. I'll do a few with you. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in 1 more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Change, arms down. We'll continue Ardha Chandrasana with Padastasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight grip. Stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears, stomach in. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight lines, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Keep the weight in your heels, press your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your left hip a little forward to get your two hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, inhale, big stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the left, press your hips to the right, breathe in and out through your nose. If at any point you find that you can't breathe or you're holding your breath, it might be a sign that you've gone a little too far. Let your breath be your guide. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, arms back with the ears. Right hip a little forward, two hips in line. Left shoulder forward, right rib cage back, two shoulders in line. Come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. First back bend, keep your eyes open. Take a deep breath, full lungs, relax your head back as far as it goes. Look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears, try to touch the wall behind you. Whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back. Bend your total spine backward bending. Keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, big stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, stomach in, fold, arms with ears, hands to floor, relax your head. Go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padastasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Keep pulling, keep stretching. Roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, stretch your spine down. We're going to start to flow into a sun salute. On your next inhale, release the grip from the backs of your legs. Put your hands on your knees, thighs, and lengthen into a halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, shoulder width distance, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway. Inhale, push up into a back bend. You can do up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor, or cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees instead and take a child's pose. Sink your hips down as you reach your arms forward. Always feels really good. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen halfway. Slowly exhale, fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, reach your eyes, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together. Switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Hips forward, arms back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly drop to the right, press your hips to the left. Use your right hand to pull your left hand to the top right corner of the room. Press your left heel into the floor, push your right heel into the floor. Get a little deeper at the end, come down, push, push, push. change. Inhale to come up. Imagine you're leaning against a wall behind you. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly drop to the left. Press your hips to the right. Still breathing. Weight in the heels, arms with the ears, mouth closed, jaw relaxed. Focus forward. Left shoulder a little forward. Right hip a little forward. Come down. Push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up. Second heart opener. Keep your eyes open. Relax your head back. Squeeze your back. Lift your chest and take your arms back with your ears. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching. Keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, big stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, fold, stomach in. Hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. Second set, Hadastasana, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. Stretch the upper body down towards the floor. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your knees. Change. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, hands on the floor, shoulder width distance, step back into your plank or tabletop, and we'll hold here for a moment, generating some body heat. If the chaturanga does not feel good for you, if that lowering down to back bend motion doesn't work for you, skip it. Go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, lean forward, hug your elbows in all the way, and pull yourself down, hover above the floor. Inhale, push up into your back bend. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, make your arms long, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles in the space between your index finger and thumb. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen halfway. Slowly exhale, fold, let your head hang heavy. Inhale, biceps with ears, chin away from the chest, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. We're going to do a third set. It'll go fast. Feet together, arms up. This time just thumbs crossed, palms together, wrists straight. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, drop to the right for 5, 4, lock your arms, 3, 2, 1. Change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, and drop to the left for 5. Lock your legs, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Inhale to come up, keep your eyes open, drop your head back. And bring your arms back with your ears. Change. Inhale to come up, stretch. Exhale, fold right away. Grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath. Stomach in, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your knees, lock your knees, lock your knees. Change. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift. Exhale, hands to floor. You can step or float back. If you're hopping back, try to land with your elbows bent, arms at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, come up into your back bend, chest up, shoulders down. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog, or sink your hips down for child's pose. And I'm going to encourage you throughout class to try, different variations. So maybe one set you do down dog, one set you do child's pose, one time you do plank or tabletop or up dog or cobra. Maybe sometimes you float, sometimes you step. On your next inhale, look forward. You can step or try floating forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful. Awkward Utkatasana. Step your right foot to the right, about 6 inches hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, all 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat, spine straight, weight in your heels, sit down halfway only. Suck your stomach in and lean your upper body back, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide, come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up at the top, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, touch your head and hips to an imaginary wall behind you, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Inhale to come up, last part. Still breathing, keep your arms there, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body. Stop whenever you want or sit all the way down. Squeeze your knees together and forward, thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the thighs, spine perfectly straight from the side, looks like you're holding a box. change, slowly come up, knees together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can step or float back into your plank. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale into your back bend. And exhale into your down dog or child's pose. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale, look forward, step or float forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Second set, awkward, step your right foot to the right hip with distance. And this time, if you'd like, you can bring your hands together at heart center. Pull your abdomen in, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, sit back and down. Option to stay here or take left elbow to outer right knee, twist, look up towards the ceiling. From here, you can reach your arms up and down 6 and 12 o'clock, move your hips a little to the left, and then push left elbow into right knee, turn and twist. Good, bring your hands back at heart center, slowly unwind. Other side, right elbow to outer left knee, push, thumbs to heart center. From here, reach your arms up, left arm up, right arm down, look for your left thumb. Move your hips a little to the right, and then bring the right rib cage forward. Good, bring your hands back together, unwind, change, come on up. Keep your hands at heart center, lift your heels up, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. In the second set, rather than leaning back, you can lean forward and bring your arms back. Squeeze palms together, palms facing in, thumbs towards the floor, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down. Change, balance challenge, keep your heels lifted, bring your arms up to parallel, triceps tight, squeeze your knees together, slowly sit down. Take your time. Slower you do, better you do. Good. If you sit down pretty much all the time, you have healthy knees and you want to test balance and control, try coming up 1 inch and hold. Come up 1 inch and hold. And change, slowly push the floor away from you. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can step or float back, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. If you're doing down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. If your heels don't naturally touch the floor, you can try taking a wider stance. If you have tight hamstrings, you can micro bend your knees. Otherwise, press your thighs back, push your heels down, drop your head. Inhale, look forward. You can step or float forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, chin away from your chest, lift up. Exhale, swing right arm under left arm, right elbow under left elbow, eagle pose, Gaurasana, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, lean back, and bring your right leg over your left leg, right leg over left leg, cross twist, and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. Your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back, bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit down, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, left side. Swing the left arm under right arm, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. You can also interlace fingers, grab a thumb, or grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. Pull your elbows down, sit down. Try to keep your hips low, lift your chest, and bring your left leg over your right leg. Left over right, cross, twist, squeeze, breathe. On this side, knees a little to the left, upper body to the right. You want wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles all in one line. Bring the weight back into your heel, sink your hips back and down, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, lift up. Exhale, fold, make your exhale longer than your inhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can step or float back, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale into your cobra or up dog. Exhale into your down dog or child's pose. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale, look forward. You can step or float forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. We're going to do arms and legs at once. Exhale, swing right arm under left arm, right leg over left leg. So a little bit more coordination. Right arm under left arm, right leg over left leg, cross twist, breathe, squeeze. Left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, push the top leg into the bottom leg, sit down, elbows down, upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms up. Last one, here we go. Arms and legs at once. Left arm under right arm, left leg over right leg. Knees a little to the left, upper body to the right. Push the palms together, pull the elbows down. Engage your abdominal wall. You can stick your butt out and fold forward to sit a little bit lower. Lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. We're gonna do 2 half sun salutes. So inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Half sun salutes are a great alternative to full sun salutes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, lift up, look up. Exhale, arms down. One more, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root your eyes, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends. So those half sun salutes are really great, especially for folks with a wrist, elbow, or shoulder injury, right? If the plank, the down dog, all that stuff does not feel right for you, do the half sun salutes. And usually you can fit like 2 half salutes into 1 full sun salute. Okay, let us continue. We're gonna flow standing head to knee into standing bow. It'll be so much fun. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, a little bit more of a balance challenge, cardiovascular strength intensive. Lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, pull abdomen in, and as you're ready, round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. If you have a grip on your foot, you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your right leg up, stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. If both legs lock from the side, legs make an L like Linda, bend your elbows down. Touch your elbows to calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. As you're ready, straighten your arms, bend your right leg, lift your chest up. Point your right toes, knees together, standing bow pulling pose. Bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear, hips in line. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time, find a place where you can balance, breathe, and back bend. Start to bring your body down and the leg up. See the foot coming over the top of your head from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up. In other words, 2 shoulders in line. Body down more, leg up more. Charge your body forward. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Shift your weight to your right leg, big toe points forward, squeeze your right thigh tight. Lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, round down and pick up your left foot. From start to finish, standing leg should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken, you have no knee. If you know your right leg is locked, inhale slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back, breathe through your nose. If both legs lock, puff up your chest and then bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Move your heel forward, hip forward, toes back, shoulders down. Slowly straighten your arms, bend your left leg, lift your chest, point your left toes, knees together. Standing bow, left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, thumb with your index finger, bring your right arm up and back with your ear. Lift your right kneecap. Point your left toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your left leg back and up. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever, kick really hard. Slowly bring the body down and leg up, 2 heels in line, kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder, shoulder blade, scapula, stretching away from the body. Body down more, leg up more, reach forward one more time. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Inhale and exhale. So these are 2 really complementary postures. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg. Lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your foot. So head to knee pose is a compression posture. It's a rounded spine posture. You're flexing your toes back. When you're ready, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend your elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold and breathe. Whenever you're ready, slowly come out. Lift your chest, point your right toes, knees together. We're gonna do arms at once on the second set. Bring your left hand up, right arm back, knees together. Lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. So in standing bow pose, right, we're bending our spine, opening through the front body, we're sliding the shoulders apart, and you're also pointing your kicking foot, right? So they're complementary postures. Keep your chin and chest lifted, jaw relaxed, mouth closed, eyes open, focused forward. Almost to the end, body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. I've learned that my new apartment, I love it and it is mine, and also the floor is uneven and it is very difficult to balance. Shift your weight to your right leg. A new challenge, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, round down and pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, even your thumbs under your foot. Concentrate, meditate, stomach in. When you're ready, lift your left leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down, and then slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Whenever you're ready, slowly come up. Good. Bring your chest up, point your left toes, knees together, arms at once, left arm back, right arm up, bicep with ear. Lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe. And this last one, don't be afraid to come down parallel to the floor. The best way to fall is forward, but the harder you kick, you can balance forever. Chest down, chin forward, leg up, stretch, change, left foot down. Good. Right foot, arms down. Come to the back of your mat, Tula Dandasana balancing stick. So this posture is also really complementary to the other two, right? In standing head to knee, we rounded the spine, and standing bow, we bent the spine. And now in balancing stick, we're really trying to stretch and lengthen. Feet together, arms up, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch. And when you're ready, come down like a slow moving seesaw. Eventually arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Chest down, chin forward, leg up, stretch. Beautiful, change, left foot down. Right foot back, stomach in, big stretch up. Step your left foot forward, lock both legs, stretch. And when you're ready, tilt, charge your body forward, try to touch the wall in front of you, shoulder blade, scapula, stretching away from the body, point your right toes, body down, leg up, lengthen your spine. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. You're welcome to do a second set of balancing stick. You can also try another fun posture called split arm that I will show you from the side. Arms overhead sideways, step your right foot forward, lock both legs, stretch, and come down. So you're gonna come into it as if you're doing balancing stick, and then keep coming down, stomach to thigh. Lift your arms and left leg up to the ceiling, lift your left big toe up, look forward, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back, so a bit of the standing split, stretch up, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes, and come down. Go slow. Once you're parallel, keep coming down, split your arms up and back. That's why it's called split arm, not very creative. Touch your stomach to your thigh, but do a back bend. So squeeze the shoulders together, lift your chin and chest, lift your right big toe all the way up to the ceiling. Change, right foot down, left foot back, optional sun salute, inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can step or float back. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale into your down dog or child's pose. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice big step, and you can pivot any way you want to so that your feet are on your mat. If you want, arms down parallel to the floor, standing separate leg, stretching. Turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. This is a great opportunity to catch your breath. You can always start with your hands on the floor. You can grab your pinky toes or eventually grab your heels from behind. Bend your elbows back, elbows to calf, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward. Lift your hips up, push your knees back, pull, stretch, breathe. Touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good. Release the grip from your feet. Look forward and place your hands on the floor if they're not there already. From here, you're going to bring your feet in, heels in, toes out, so your feet make a V. You want anywhere between like 1 to 3 feet between your feet, right? So it can still be a big step. Toes out, heels in, bend your knees, sit down. This is Malasana or Garland pose, sometimes referred to as a Yogi Squat. So for my body proportions, a shorter step helps, but for a lot of folks, taking a bigger step will help. Eventually your heels are down to the floor, but at first you might start forward, right? And that's a good place to be. Slowly over time, heels down. And if that's easy, hands together in prayer, push the elbows out, lift the chest up. Think about moving your hips down and your chest up. It's a great hip opener. This is how a lot of the world sits, hangs out, uses the bathroom, but a lot of Americans cannot do this posture, right? So it's something to aspire to perhaps. Okay, put your hands on the floor, gently lift your hips and then turn your toes back in. So heels out, toes in. Take a wider step. Bring your arms out to parallel, change, slowly come up. We're gonna flow into triangle, first step, Bikram's version. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, maybe left toes in, make sure your 2 heels are in line. Inhale, bend your right leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can, lean back and move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, push your left hip forward and down, push your right knee back with the help of your elbow, lift your right side body off of your right thigh, turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge, sit as low as you can. Lean back and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingertips between your big and second toe, look up, stretch up, reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, sink your right hip down, pull your abdomen in, bring your left rib cage forward, right rib cage back, turn and twist, lock your right leg, right foot, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in. Second set, we're gonna do a different version of triangle. Left toes point forward, right toes point to the right, keep both legs locked, stick your butt a little to the left, fold. You can have your right hand on, at first maybe your thigh or knee, eventually your shin, ankle, or maybe even the floor in front of you. Reach your left arm up. You can have your fingers apart rather than together. Look up, stretch. It's a really nice way to lengthen through the spine and stretch the inner thigh. Option to stay here or go to bird of paradise. Bend your right knee, take your right hand in between your legs, give yourself a pat on the butt, reach your left arm behind you, eventually clasp hands together. From here, walk your feet back together, which is an awkward process, especially at first. The more you do it, the easier it is to walk your feet back together. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and when you're ready, start to lift up. If you can lift all the way up, point your right toes and kick. Hips forward, chest up, eventually both legs lock. Beautiful. When you're ready, bend the right knee, put your right foot on the floor, take that big step again. So right toes point forward, right toes point to the right, left toes point forward. Undo the bind, take your right hand to the floor, lengthen your right leg again, reach your left arm up and change. Push the floor away from you as you come up, right toes in, left toes out, both legs locked, lean to the left and fold. Eventually, left hand to your ankle or shin, or even the floor in front of you, right arm up, arms at 6 and 12 on a clock, look up, stretch up, breathe. Option to stay here or float to bird of paradise, bend your left leg, reach your left arm behind you, right hand behind you, try to clasp hands. Ooh, walk your feet back together, shift your weight to your right leg, and lift up. If you can lift up, Point your left toes, kick your left leg, lock both legs. Good, as you're ready, bend the left leg, put your left foot on the floor, take a bigger step, take left hand to the floor, right arm up, straighten your left leg, change, rotate your arms, turn your left toes in, standing separate leg, head to knee pose, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest, stomach in, round your spine, touch your forehead and knee together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch your fingers beyond your big and second toe, bring maximum weight to your right front foot, right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times real quick, lock both legs, hands together, change, go slow. Left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. When you're ready, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to the other side of your mat or the front of your mat, turn your back toes in, make sure you still have a nice big step. Back toes in, right hip forward, big stretch up, chin to chest, and you go down. Round, scoop, curl, tuck, concave. You're rounding your spine and compressing your abdominal wall. Stomach in, bend your left leg if you need to, touch your knee and head together. Stretch your fingers forward, left hip up, right hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lift your kneecaps, lock both legs, hands together, change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, head up, last. When you're ready, pivot on your heels. Pivot on your heels. Second set, we're gonna do what's called pyramid pose. You can keep your arms up or try bringing your hands together. Eventually, hands in prayer. Eventually, slide your fingers all the way up your spine. Left hip forward, lock both legs, chin away from your chest, and fold forward with a flat back, straight spine. So you can stick your butt out a little bit, stomach to thigh, chest to knee, chin to shin. From here, if you'd like, if you have your hands behind you, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lift your hands up and forward for a shoulder rinse. So rather than a compression posture, right, we're stretching out the spine, really stretching the front leg as well. If you have your hands up in a rinse, it's a great shoulder movement. Okay, bring your hands back to your lower back, lock both legs, chin away from your chest, change, pull the abdomen in, push the feet into the floor, press the hips forward to come up with a flat back. When you're ready, pivot on your heels. I'm going to face you. So one trick to balance is to have your heels in a line, but not crisscross, right? They don't have to be perfectly in line. Turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, chin away from your chest, go down. You also actively want to push your left foot into the floor the whole time. Stomach to thigh, chest to knee, maybe chin to shin. Interlock fingers, switch the grip, release index fingers, cross thumbs, bring your hands forward, breathe. Actively push the left foot down. If you have your hands up in the rinse, bring your hands back to the lower spine, lock both legs, chin away from your chest, change. Scoop the chest up, press the heels down as you lift. Good, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down, optional sun salute. This is our second to last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can step or float back. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale into your down dog or child's pose. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up, look up. Exhale, arms down. Good, come to the middle of your mat for our hip opening series. We're gonna do tree and flow that to toe. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, heel to costume. Slowly, gently let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. You can bring one or both hands together. Option to stay here or try a half bind. Reach your right arm out to the right, palm faces the wall behind you. Reach behind you and see if you can catch your right big toe with your right hand. We'll come back to this idea later in class. You can stay here or bring your hands back together and fold forward, toe stand, hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel, walk your hands back to either sides of your hips, stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Left hand, right hand, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. If this is easy, try sliding the right foot forward, kick forward, pull back. One day I won't fall out of it. When you're ready, hands to the floor, lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg. You're welcome to come up on 2 feet or press your hips forward to reverse out. Good, change right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, walk your right leg, lift your left leg up, heel to costume, let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. On this side, my foot has a tendency to fall, so I'm gonna hold onto my foot. Option to stay here or try reaching your left hand behind you, eventually catching left big toe with left hand. Option to stay here or float a toe stand. Fold forward, hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. I'm going to stay right here, but I will walk you through it. Sit down on your heel, walk your hands back, lift your chest up. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, palms together. Come a 1/2 inch off your heel. Maybe try kicking your left foot forward, toes pointed, and then pull the left foot back in. Hands to floor when you're ready. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to slowly come out. Awesome, change, left leg down, honor yourself, give your, oh, no, don't honor yourself, just not yet. Inhale, arms overhead, exhale, fold, last sun salute, inhale, lengthen, exhale, hands to floor. You can step or float back, keep exhaling, lower down, inhale into your up dog or cobra, exhale into your down dog or child's pose. Last one here. Take an inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, look forward, you can step or float forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, arms down. Beautiful. Okay, now honor yourself. Give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. I'm going to adjust our camera angle. We are on the floor for the rest of class. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open. Arms down by your side. Palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing. Normal. Savasana is a gas station. I have to laugh at myself. What I meant to say was, wait, don't lie down just yet. Do another sun salute. But how it came out was, don't honor yourself just yet, which, like, of course, the whole point of yoga is that in any given moment, if you were to check in, you would be honoring yourself, right? Like, you don't need to wait to give yourself a high five or a fist bump to do that. That was a bit of maybe a Freudian slip. I don't know, right? But in yoga, right, we're learning how to honor the light in all of us, recognizing, that the light within me is the same as the light within you. And I think in yoga, we talk a lot about the light, but I think we're also learning to honor our dark as well, especially during a seasonal transition as we get into darker days. It's important to remember that this is part of the natural order. It doesn't have to be love and light all the time, right? Darkness is part of our yoga practice too. Hatha yoga, sun, moon, yoke, a union of opposites. Pavanamuktasana, when you're moving pose, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor without lifting your head, look down the center line of your body, pull, squeeze, breathe. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down, push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip, pull down, opening through the hip. This is part of the hip opening series, just like tree pose and toe stand. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class today. Squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor without lifting your head, tuck your chin in, puff your chest up. Head and neck on the floor, belly button heavy like lead, middle spine on the floor, squeeze your knees together, push your shins into your forearms, stroll your hips onto the floor. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. You're welcome to do second set the way that we did first set. Otherwise, I'll give us some other optional hip openers. So second set, supine figure 4, bend your legs so your feet are on the floor. Keep your left foot on the floor, lift your right foot off the floor, cross your right ankle shin over your left thigh. So if you look down, your legs make a 4 shape. That's why it's called figure 4. Option to stay here or lift your left foot off the floor. You can interlace your fingers behind your left thigh and pull down. This is a really wonderful intro into hip opening postures such as pigeon pose, which is a big part of the Ghosh lineage of yoga. But pigeon pose, which is kind of like this, but on your front rather than on your back, can be a little inaccessible to folks. So figure 4 is a really nice way to start to open through the hips. It's also a great stretch or relief to the sciatic nerve if you ever have sciatica. Change left foot down, right foot down, other side, cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh. And as you're ready, lift your right foot off the floor, hugging your thighs in towards your abdomen. You can interlace your fingers behind your legs in any way that feels good. Try to keep 2 shoulders and hips on the floor so you're not rolling to one side. Change, right foot down, left foot down, happy baby. Lift both legs up, flex your toes back, and if you'd like, try to catch the outsides of your feet with your hands. If you can't touch your hands to your feet, you can also grab the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, and from here, you're just gonna rock back and forth, side to side. Maybe as you roll to the right, you straighten your right leg and then pull back to center. And as you roll to the left, you can straighten your left leg. Also grab at your calves or your ankles, right, rather than the feet. And this pose is also a really good hip opener. Come to stop in the middle, pull down. Earlier in class, we did Garland, Malasana, that Yogi Squat. If that pose did not feel accessible to you, try this one, right? It's the same hip opener, but you're on your back rather than your feet. So it usually makes it a little bit easier to get into it, less pressure on the lower body joints. Change, arms down, eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit up, roll off to the side, meet on your abdomen. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knee. Okay, turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series. We're gonna flow the next 4 postures back to back to back. Starting with Cobra Bhujangasana. Place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders so your elbows point up. Zip up your legs like the cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Sorry, I might sneeze. Excuse me, stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% spine strength. Come up halfway only, don't mind me. Elbows stay bent, roll your shoulders back and down, stretch your elbows to your hips. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push feet, hips and hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Locust, Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms to face the floor, bring your arms underneath you as best you can, one day pinky fingers touch. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90, see the foot come directly over the top of your head. Lengthen and lift. Change, right leg down. Relax right leg, lock left leg, point left toes, and lift your left leg up. Keep your hip and forearm in contact, shoulders down, spread your knuckles wide, lift your leg up, change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down, bring your arms a little closer underneath you, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, roll forward, lift both legs up, come up, everybody come up, struggle a little harder, don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up, change, slowly lower down. Purna Shalabhasana, full locust, keep your chin forward, bring your arms out to the side like airplane wings, perpendicular to the body, all 5 fingers together, zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. Beautiful. Like a jumbo jet taking off, just your hip bones on the floor. The rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Dhanurasana, floor bow, last in this sequence. Bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Good, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrist straight, look up, get your thighs off the floor. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Inhale and exhale. And then gently lift your head and look to the other side. So left ear on your mat, look to the right, breathe. You're welcome to do second set just as we did first set. We can also try some fun variations of the spine strengthening series, starting with full Cobra. Bring your chin forward, hands on the floor below your shoulders like normal, and then walk your hands back another 4 inches so your thumbs are in line with your lower ribs. Open your feet about mat width distance. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up and lift. Option 1 is to keep the elbows bent. Option 2 is to straighten your arms. When you straighten your arms, notice if your hips come off the floor and your shoulders tense up, press the hips down, push your hands into the floor, roll the shoulders back and down, drop your head. So head goes back, option to stay here, full Cobra, bend your legs, eventually touch head and toes together. When you're ready, bring your feet back down, bend your elbows slowly, lower down. Locust Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position. Bring your arms under your body as best you can. Take a moment here, tuck your toes under, lock your legs, and feel what it feels like to push your toes back so that your body weight slides forward. Eventually, that's what this posture will feel like. If you'd like from here, bend your knees, bring your knees towards your feet so your butt is way up in the air, making it a deeper back bend. Keep your left toes tucked under, lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. From here, if you'd like, straighten your left leg, so both legs lock, feel the weight in your shoulders. Change left knee down, right toes tucked under, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up. And if that feels good, straighten your right leg, both legs lock, feel the weight in the shoulders, not the neck. You'll notice that I can talk normally. Change right knee down, left knee down. Third part, lots of options here. You can bring your chin down, especially if you have a tight neck today, bring your chin down, mouth on your mat. I encourage you to open your feet and legs in the second set and see if you can lift up a little higher. If you'd like to try a deeper version of locust pose, you can keep your chin forward and try lifting your feet all the way up to the ceiling. Sometimes I find it helps to like kick out almost like a tadpole. You're ready, change, slowly lower down. Good, okay. Whew, full locust, Purna Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings. So second set, if you want, you can try keeping your feet on the floor and you're gonna try and lift up and back. So it's almost like you're gonna clap your hands together. So instead of arms out to the side, actually bring your arms a little bit more forward. So hands make a Y. I'll show you and then we can try it together. You're gonna keep your feet down and when you're ready, you're gonna clap up. Hands together, look back. Good. Let's try it. Arms out, lock your legs, keep your feet on the floor. That's the hard part. Squeeze your butt, look up, try to clap your hands together and go back. Feet on the floor. Good, change slowly. Lower down. Dhanurasana, floor bow. Chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. You can also walk your hands in, so your hands are on the insides of your feet, thumbs in between the big and second toe, full floor bow. Point your toes, squeeze your tush, look up and kick. In full floor bow, if you'd like to try a shoulder rotation, start to bring your left elbow out to the left and forward, right elbow out to the right and forward, drop your head back, eventually head and toes touch. From here, release your left foot from left hand to the floor, look forward. Release right foot from right hand to the floor, look forward. Slowly lower down, change. Look to your right, left ear on your mat. Take an inhale through your nose. And then exhale through your nose. As you're ready, lift your head and look to the other side, right ear on your mat. So that's often called the full series. It's like the fuller versions of like the spine strengthening series, right? And basically what it means is that in all of those back bends, eventually your head and toes touch. Pretty cool. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat for fixed firm. The same way that we flowed those postures, we're gonna flow the fixed firm series. Open your knees and feet, and as you're ready, walk your hands back, sink your hips down, This is a great opportunity to grab water. So this is called the fixed firm series because the tops of the feet, ankles, shins, and knees will be fixed firmly on the floor. You can stay lifted, or as you're ready, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other. If you're all the way back in it, or even if you're not, think about lengthening through your neck spine after all those back bends. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up. Bring your knees, feet together this time, hips on your heels for half tortoise. Arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, chin away from your chest, go down. So you'll see how these postures interact with one another. You're gonna go from knees and feet apart to knees and feet together to apart, together. In fixed firm, we did a back bend. Now we're stretching the spine, right? Tilt your pinky fingers forward, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, arms with your ears, come on up. Lift your hips, stand on your knees, open your knees 6 inches between knees and feet. Camel, a back bend. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open. And as you're ready, let your head drop back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push stomach, thighs, hips forward. Lift your chest up, drop your head back. Change, put your hands on your back, press yourself up, stretch up, sit down, knees, feet together, rabbit pose. Now we're gonna round the spine, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest, stomach in, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, pull yourself out slowly with control. Head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Enjoy the stretch, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. As you're ready, turn, come to the top of your mat, second set, fixed firm, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, open your feet, and open your knees too if you want, sit down between your heels. And as you're ready, put your palms on your soles. Water tastes so good, right elbow down, left elbow down. Wrap your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. If you go into this posture pretty much every time you have healthy knees, healthy quads, and you want to get a deeper knee and quad stretch, you're going to keep your knees on the floor, squeeze your butt and lift your hips up so that your hips kind of come off the floor, but the knees stay down. Slowly lower down. 2 more times, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Slowly lower down. Last time, squeeze your tush, lift your hips up, pelvis up. Good, and slowly lower down. Hands to feet, change, push yourself up. Come to the middle of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Second set, if you'd like, wide-legged child's pose. Keep your feet together, open your knees. And in this one, you're gonna put your hands on the floor and walk yourself forward. Ooh, that feels good. Forehead to floor, palms to floor. So in half tortoise, the knees and feet are together and the palms are together with super active arms. In wide-legged child's pose, the knees are apart, so it's more of an inner thigh and hip stretch, and the palms face down. So it's a different rotation to the shoulders. Re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. When you're ready, look forward, put your hands on the floor, press yourself up, keep your knees apart and your big toes touching, and lift your hips. You can do a second set of camel pose with your hands on your back, or you can try full camel. For full camel, eventually you're gonna go all the way back. It's the same concept as like full cobra, right? Full bow, where eventually the head and toes touch. Same thing, part of the full series. Okay, so we're gonna do a little drill to start. You're gonna bring your hands to heart center, look up, and you're essentially gonna lift your right hand up like you're trying to high five the ceiling, pull it back, left hand up like you're trying to high five the ceiling, both hands up like it's 1995 and you're raising the roof, whoop, whoop. Okay, bring your hands back, and then you're gonna drop your head back, and this time you're gonna try and high five the back wall. So bring your right hand all the way back, pull it back in, left hand all the way back, pull it back in, both hands back like you're playing patty cakes, patty cake, patty cake, baker's man. And when you're ready, you're gonna go all the way back. Straighten your arms, hands to floor. And from here, if you'd like, bend your elbows, eventually head to toes. Eventually you will grab your heels. I've not grabbed my heels in a while. How fun. You can always start with your hands on the floor or grabbing your toes. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor, lock your arms, so lift your chest. If you are in Cobra pose, pardon me, if you are in camel pose, put your hands on your back and push up, otherwise hands together and lift up. Good, okay, knees, feet together, hips down, arms down. You can do a second set of rabbit. You can also try a fun shoulder stand variation, which I will show you, so come onto your back. If you want to try some fun shoulder stand plow pose action with me, make sure you have some room behind your head because eventually your feet are going to flip up. Once you're in this posture, you don't want to move your neck to look at me, so you're welcome to watch first and then hop in. Okay, so lying on your back, bend your knees, feet on the floor, walk your hands underneath you so your hands are on the floor, palms facing down. From here, lift your feet off the floor, straighten your legs so your big toes are up towards the ceiling, and you're just going to start to rock back and forth, like you're pushing your hands into your floor, lifting the hips up. And when you've got a good one, you're just going to keep going. And eventually, toes touch the floor on the other side of your head. So this is called plow pose. If you're in plow pose with your toes on the floor, you can try ear pressure pose. Bend your knees, so eventually your knees come to either sides of your ears. That's why it's called ear pressure pose. And from here, if your feet are still on the floor, you can actually grab your heels with your hands and pull down. Now it's an awful lot like rabbit pose, but you're on your neck and shoulders rather than your shins. If you're in ear pressure pose, bring your hands back down to the floor. Now bend your elbows so your hands are on your lower back. Straighten your legs into plow pose, and from here we're going to go into shoulder stand. Keep your chin tucked to your chest and lift your feet up towards the ceiling. You really want to think about moving your hips forward, big toes all the way up, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, chin to chest. If you're in shoulder stand, we're going to go back into plow pose. So bring your feet back over your head, hands to floor, arms straight, palms down, stomach in. Slowly roll yourself out. Actively push the triceps down. Try to come out vertebra by vertebra. Forehead, pardon me, hips to floor, and then slowly lower your legs down. If you would like a counter stretch, keep your hands underneath you. Bend your elbows, drop your head back. This is fish pose. If you're in fish pose, tuck your chin in again, lift your head, back of the head on the floor. Bring your arms out, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So fun. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Breathe in. And slowly breathe out. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Enjoy the stretch. Great, come to the middle of your mat and towel. We're gonna do our little warm down series, head to knee with stretching and spine twist. First set normal, right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L, no wider. Inhale, arms overhead, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. You can bend your leg at first to touch knee and head together. Slowly over time, straighten your leg, lock your leg, bend your elbows down, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, big stretch up. Turn to your left, chin to chest, put your forehead on your knee, lock your knee, elbows down. Try to keep your right sit bone down, right knee down, right rib cage down, left rib cage up, 2 shoulders and hips in line. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. You can always skip sit-ups and stay here. Otherwise, lay down and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index fingers, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, stick your butt out, lock your legs, puff up your chest and fold. Stomach to thighs, pull, chest to knees, stretch, one day toes and head touch. So great stretch for the backs of the legs, stretching from the lower spine, middle spine, upper spine through the neck. Good, change, stay seated, spine twist. You can keep your left leg straight or bend your left leg, touch your right heel to your left knee corner. Right arm close behind you like a second spine. Left arm up and over, draw a circle, push your knee out of the way, grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee all touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in, exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance. You can also reach behind you, catch your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, wee, bend your right leg on the floor, touch left heel to right knee. You can also have your right leg in front of you. Left arm behind you, right arm up, make a circle motion with the shoulder, push the left knee out of the way, grab your right knee with your right hand, inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist. You can keep your left hand behind you for balance or reach behind you, catch your right thigh with your left hand for a bind. Evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones, keep your right knee down, left foot down, point your right toes. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. Take a moment here, just reconnecting with your breath, even towards the end of class. You're welcome to do second set like you did first set. I will also show some optional versions of these postures that you do throughout different styles of yoga. So for example, there's many different versions of head to knee pose. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. In the middle of your mat, second set, Sharasana, right leg out, left leg in. So in our version, right, we want to keep the hips square and the legs at an L, a 90-degree angle, no wider. In the second set, if you'd like, you can bring your right leg more out to the right, and that'll be an inner thigh stretch. From here, reach your left arm long overhead, and you can fold to the right as much as you want. So now it's a left side stretch rather than a compression posture, right? You can even flex your right toes back and maybe catch your your right foot with your left hand, or maybe even both feet. Both hands with one, you know what I'm saying. Eventually touch your hands to your feet. There we go. Right rib cage forward, left rib cage back, look up and back. Good, change. Slowly come out, left leg out, right leg in. Again, the wider you bring the leg, the more you'll feel the inner thigh stretch. Reach your right arm long overhead, drop the shoulder, fold. So now it's a nice right side body stretch. You can stay right here or keep coming down. Catch your left foot with your right hand, or maybe left foot with both hands. There we go. Left shoulder forward, right rib cage back, look up. Try to keep your right sit bone down, right knee down. Good, change. Come on up. Keep your left leg out. Now kick your right leg out. Again, if this is way too much of an inner thigh stretch, bring your feet a little bit closer together. Flex your toes back, stick your butt out, hands to the floor, fold forward. Same thing, we're going down with a flat back. In our version with the feet together, we stretch the hamstrings. In this version with the feet apart, we stretch the inner thighs, eventually folding all the way forward like a pancake. Pancakes. Good, change, walk yourself back in. For our spine twist, I'm going to give a couple different options. Option 1, you can sit crisscross applesauce. Option 2, both legs out in front of you, half lotus, keep your left leg straight, take your right foot on top of left thigh. Option 3, lotus pose, cross your left foot on top of right thigh. Right arm close behind you like a second spine, reach your left arm up and place left hand on right knee. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can stay here or take your right hand off the floor, catch your waistband, your thigh, or eventually catch your right big toe with your right hand, just like we did in our standing tree, our standing half lotus earlier. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist. Good, unwind. If you're in lotus pose, stay here. In pretty much every version of yoga, the right foot is on bottom in lotus pose. Otherwise, you're gonna straighten your right leg, cross your left foot on top of your right thigh. Or if you're sitting crisscross applesauce, sit the other way, which is the weirdest feeling in the world. Okay, from here, take your left hand close behind you, right arm up, right hand to left knee, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. You can keep your left hand behind you or reach behind you. Try to catch your left big toe with your left hand for a bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist. Good, slowly unwind. And if you're in lotus pose, you can try down lotus. Take your right hand behind you, catch right big toe with right hand, left hand behind you, catch left big toe with left hand. So the way that we do our little half bind in our final spinal, Ardha Matsyendrasana, and the way that we do balancing half lotus, our version of tree pose, those postures when put together lead you to this right here. Change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. So I say this often, but one of the things that I love about 26 and 2 yoga is it breaks movements in yoga into very simple parts, right? So you're doing like a standing half lotus rather than the full shebang, right? Or you're doing a half bind in your spine twist rather than like fully bound, but it's breaking them into simpler sections so that you build up. It's almost like, right, going from like PIMDAS to eventually calculus or whatever, right? All of the keys to a deep and lifelong yoga practice are then 26 and 2 yoga, especially when we add in sun salutes. I've always said, you know, other than 26 and 2 yoga, people should probably do like some push-ups or some sun salutes just to keep the wrists strong. But you did that today, so you get the full shebang. Good for you. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, come to the middle of your mat and towel, final breathing, sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. So in Bikram's version of Kapalbhati breathing, you exhale through the mouth, lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up nice and tall, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in our version of yoga, we exhale through the mouth, but in pretty much every other version of yoga, Kapalbhati breathing is done through the nose. So if you'd like in the second set, we can try it that way. You're gonna lick your lips and swallow a couple times, make sure you're lubricating your throat. You're gonna take one big inhale through your nose and then slowly start to just push the air out through the nose. I find it really interesting, like I can feel my lungs working more when it's through the nose. Something to think about. Sit up tall and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back. Turn around, final Savasana. You can close your eyes, open your arms and legs. Take up as much or as little space as you want. And think of this like your victory lap, right? Take an inhale through your nose. And then exhale through your nose. There's many reasons to practice yoga, and there's no one right answer, but the traditional, answer to like why practice hatha yoga, the postures would be to be able to sit in lotus pose and meditate. Now you don't have to sit in lotus pose and you don't even have to meditate, but I think there is something to be said for after all of that twisting and turning and up and down and back and forth, just to be able to lie here, be still and breathe. This is a gift you have given yourself and no one can take that away from you. Breathing in, breathing out. You are so very alive.